for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 to order. If we can please call the roll.
All right, roll call, alternate Joseph Salmieri. Alternate Kristen Gaida.
Here.
Alternate Tessa Ma. Alternate Kat Caird. Commissioner Tedesco. Commissioner Sewell. Commissioner Cowles.
Present.
Commissioner Britton.
Here.
Commissioner Chaplinsky.
Here.
Vice Chair Walowski. Commissioner Hammersley.
Hammersley's here. I did hear from Commissioners Walowski, Sewell, Tedesco, Keard, and Salmieri that they would not be here tonight. We're going to say Commissioner Gaida for Commissioner Tedesco. And with that, we have a quorum. If we can all stand for a pledge of allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could all stand for a moment of silent reflection, please. Thank you. Okay, next on our agenda is approval of the minutes. I'm going to ask for a request, a tabling on the minutes. There are some minor changes that I didn't catch until yesterday. I shared those with Dave earlier, so if we could just table that and we'll take that up at our next meeting on the 18th. Can we get a motion to table, Commissioner Chaplinsky?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to table the minutes from the August 19th, 2025 meeting.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Britton, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner discussion, subcommittee reports, Commissioner Chaplinsky.
Yeah, thank you, Chair Hammersley. So I just want to talk about the community workshop that's coming up for the POCD effort that we have. So the first community workshop is Thursday, September 18th from 4 to 7 here in the Municipal Center gathering, which is where we currently are. It's going to be a casual and informal setup, really. The goal is to share feedback and learn about the POCD in general. So don't feel you have to come here and just stand up in front of the podium and talk and everything if you don't want to. You can share feedback privately if you prefer. That's fine. If you, like I said, if you prefer to not stand up and have to say it publicly. And then there's also going to be a second workshop, TBD, in early 2026. But this will be the first one to kind of supplement the survey that was recently, is it closed now, Dave, officially, or?
Not officially, there's a few more that can trickle in if they want, but the majority is in.
Yeah, okay. So it is technically still open, but I think, like I said, the majority of folks who have taken it will probably have taken it at this point. So hope to see you all there on Thursday the 18th, 4 to 7 here. So that's it.
Yeah, and I'll just say, I went to the POCD subcommittee meeting last week. I think it was last week. Just putzing around, and I found myself down here. We got a good committee there, and they're doing really good work. So if, to members of the public, if you haven't already weighed in on that, on our plan of conservation development, it's well worth your time. We appreciate it. It really is one of the guiding documents that this body used, at least I've used over the 10 years I've been here. So I would encourage anybody who has the time to attend those workshops. I think you're having 2 of them, to make the time to get down there and at least see what's going on. It might be of interest, and even more so, I'd encourage you to give us your input so that we can use that to figure out where we're going to be for the next 10 years. So thank you, Todd, and your group. Caleb was there as well, so that he's part of it as well. So, but thank all of you for everything you're doing. You're doing a great job, and Dave, of course, his staff. So, Chairman comments, I have none other than the ones I just made, but we'll move into the public hearing. We have item 9A, Thomas and Christina Terrucci, special permit application to build a detached garage 36-foot by 28-foot with a 30-foot by 10-foot overhang. Property located at 64 Knowles Avenue. This is located in an R12 zone, SPU 717. If the applicant could just come up and just start with your name and your address, please, and then just give us a brief overview of what you plan on doing there.
Yep, my name's Tom Tercy. I live at 64 Knowles Avenue in Plantsville. I submitted plans for a 2-car garage. Unfortunately, the overhang pushed it over the square footage by, I think, 292 square feet or something, or in that ballpark, so I just applied for the special permit. And that's really it. I just hope there's no objections and we can move forward with the plans. I know I've worked with Connor on all his questions as far as engineering and drainage, so my architect that I hired, I have the latest set of plans that I have to go to the building department with all their requirements, all their additional comments for load bearing on the walls and some elevations. So in that respect, we're all satisfied.
Okay. Thanks, Tom. Any questions of the applicant? Caleb?
Hey, thanks for coming out. So, it's a big building. It's, as big as your house. Just about,
Yeah.
200 square feet.
Yeah, my
low.
house is not very big. Yeah, it's 25 by 25 roughly, the bungalow's built back in there. So.
Yeah. So, I assume that staff has gone through and you meet all the setbacks and everything like that for such a big property, and you do have a lot of land behind your house, too.
Yeah, it's this side. The house is basically positioned way up towards the front, close
Yep.
to the road, and I have that 100-foot frontage and 150 feet deep. It's a lot.
So I guess my first question is the facades, you have a very lovely, and I'm looking at the picture, and hopefully it's up to date, but it's a lovely looking house.
Thank you.
That yellow and, what was that, brick in the front? Or
That's shake.
Red, shake, yeah.
That's red shake.
So, in keeping with the nature of the neighborhood, how do you propose that the facades of this building are gonna look?
If you look at the plans, you'll see that it's clapboard. I'm kind of particular how I want things to look, so I'm not a vinyl siding kind of guy, so I want it to look like a barn.
Okay,
So what you see in the plans is from the architect. The front of I'm looking at like a dark red with black windows and board and batten on the front facade. The sides, of course, could be clapboard, and I have leftover clapboards from my house I want to use in the back. So the sides will be clapboard, but the front will look like a barn
okay.
for the most part. That's my goal, to make it, I don't want just yeah, because I want it to look classy for the neighborhood, and that's.
Does anybody else in the houses surrounding you, do they have any other similar structures like this? To this size?
As far as garages, there's not a lot of, the houses up the street were all built back in the 50s, 60s, so the houses they either didn't have garages. I know originally the house, when my grandmother owned it, had a little tiny garage where it was, they didn't have big garages.
And so there was an existing garage here at one point and it got taken down?
Probably taken down probably in the 50s or somewhere 60s.
Oh, okay.
It's a small single car, like
Yeah.
my brother has next door. He has that similar type single car garage, which you can't really barely park a car in. I had one of those before I bought the house. It was gone.
Right.
Before I bought it.
So let's talk about the overhang a little bit. So the overhang, is the intention of it to put a vehicle underneath it, or is it just
No.
for like a patio kind of hanging out?
Yeah, because the way the yard slopes to the side, and, people put up gazebos or patios. I said, and I've seen lots of pictures with the garages with the overhang. I said, it's a perfect place. Just get it done, where you have a place to sit, put chairs out, have a bar, put your grill or something off there, have tables so people could eat,
Okay.
That was the intention of that.
And that goes the entire length of the structure?
Yeah, there again, it was like because if you look at the side prints, they have the additional door to the back, because if I have a shed back there, I wanted to, and the whole reason for the garage being deeper is I want, as you know, like full-size trucks now, you need a minimum of 24. I wanted a little area to work.
Right.
So having that rear door, I wasn't maybe gonna make that patio, the overhang a little bit shorter, but because of that rear door, it's just nice to walk. Just get out of the rain
Let the whole
quick.
thing, yeah.
I'm in the shed, I gotta bring something in.
How many feet between that and your house are you gonna have to jump through the raindrops to get between each structure?
It's gonna be probably
Pretty
maybe
close?
6 feet.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that'll blend into a patio towards the back of the house at some point.
And then my last series of questions, if you'll indulge me. So the second floor, it's a walk-up?
Yeah, it's a walk-up for storage, because having a small house, we don't,
Okay,
kayaks.
and so, and this might be for staff, though, it's more of a building department question, but the live load, I believe it says in the plans, it was 20 pounds per square foot. That's not intended for occupancy or residential, that's just for storage?
Mr. Chairman, I won't speak to building code, but for us, what we have as part of our regs is a story and a half limitation for detached garages. And that just limits the square footage to 50%, no higher than 7 feet, to limit, obviously occupancy, you can't have an apartment in there.
Okay.
But certainly, he's fine to have storage as long as the structure is fine for it. We're not opposed to that.
Yeah, there's no intention of ever making that into,
Just wanted to ask the question on the record.
yeah, right, my kids are older and I don't have any intention of needing any more.
And the walk-up is within the building? It's
Yeah,
not-
it's towards the back, yeah, it's towards the back of the garage, so you walk in the side door, there'll be a staircase going up towards the center.
Great, thank you for indulging my questions. Thank you.
You all
Mr. Chair.
set, Caleb? Before I go to the next set of questions, I just want to make an announcement. I should have done this, I apologize. If you're here for the 8:30G on 1140 or 1104 South Main Street, we're going to table all three of those items tonight, and likely take those up at our next meeting on September 18th. So if you're here for that, I just want to give you the option not to stick around if you don't want to. Of course, you're all welcome to stick around, but if you're here for that, by all means, feel free to leave. So, and I apologize, I should have said that earlier. So, Commissioner Britton.
Yeah, my question was just kind of a follow-up to Caleb's series of questions. There's no plan, I know you said for your personal pleasure and personal use. This isn't going to be used for any commercial, renting out or anything like that?
No, I already filled out the documentation. and
Okay.
Applied for the permit. Yeah, this is strictly for just having room to work on my motorcycle, put it on a lift back there without having to walk around the cars and stuff. That's all it is.
Okay.
I'm a tinkerer, so a workbench, put my toolboxes in there and work on a lawnmower, bring a tractor in and work on it without having to move cars and
Yeah.
just, because the house itself is not, I've been working out of my shed, my 12 by 16 shed for the last, how many years now? So,
Time for an upgrade, all right,
yeah, just a little bit more space.
okay, that's all I had.
You all set, Rob? Any other questions of the applicant? Kristen?
So, in reading through this, it looks like there could possibly be issues with sediment control because your house is kind of on the
On the slope,
slope.
right.
So how are you going to handle that?
I talked with Connor, so during construction, we'll put a silt fence down the lower end towards my brother's. So I'm anticipating very minimal, besides for the footings. And then once the footings are poured, and it'll just, once we get the drainage system in, there'll be some digging, but I don't think there'll be a lot of disruption of the surrounding area.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
You all set, Kristen?
I don't have any other
Yeah,
questions.
Okay, any other questions from members of the commission for the applicant? All right, seeing none, anything else you want to say, Tom, or we're going to open it up to the public, and
Thank you for your question.
we'll see, all your neighbors are going to come up now and talk about you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hope not.
maybe. Okay, is there anyone here who'd like to testify on this application? Please come up to the podium, start with your name and your address, and let us know what you think. Going twice? Anything else from the applicant you want to say? No, you're good? Okay, any reason to not close this public hearing, members of the commission? We all good with that? All right, we're going to close the public hearing on that, move on to our business meeting, item number 10A, Thomas and Christine Terrucci. I hope I said that right. Terzi, okay. Special permit application to build a detached garage 36 feet by 28 feet with a 30-foot by 10-foot overhang, property located at 64 Knowles Avenue, zoned at R12, SPU 717. Do we have a motion, Commissioner Chaplinsky?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve SPU number 717 with the stipulations that the applicant gets the approval of the health and water departments.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Britton with a second. Any discussion?
What was the holdup for health and water? Or
I'm
health-
not sure.
Health is good, or health is pending, and
Water supply.
water
We ju-
comments.
We just haven't gotten anything yet, so I think rather than have them wait and come back here again, I think the intent is to just approve it and then pending those approvals coming in, which I don't think we have any reason to believe it's not gonna happen.
It's not on septic or anything? This is on city?
City.
Yeah, so helps.
It said in the documents that water signed off because it wasn't an issue.
I'm sorry, Chris, I can.
It said in the documents that water had signed off because there wasn't going to be any issues, like with water.
Yeah, so again, the motion is pending those approvals with that. Okay?
Yeah, that's it.
You understand?
Yep.
All right. Any other discussion? It's a beautiful house, and I'm sure that you'll do your best to make sure that it remains a beautiful house. You have to live there after all, and deal with any neighbors that you might get upset because it's not beautiful. But anyways, can you call the roll, please?
Sure, Commissioner Coles,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Gaida,
Yes.
Commissioner Chaplinsky,
Yes.
and Chair Hammersley.
Hammers is a yes, 5-0, motion carries. Item 10B, 3 Squared LLC, proposed zone tax amendment for revisions to Section 4 of the zoning regulations, special zones. The proposal includes adding Section 4J entitled Affordable Housing Zone, also known as an an AHZ, to allow the development of multifamily community as a set-aside development as defined in General Statutes 830G A6, and to promote housing choice and economic diversity within the town of Southington, ZA 620. Looking for a motion to table on this? Commissioner Chaplinsky?
Yes, I'll make a motion to table ZA number 620.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Britton? Or was that Coles?
That's Coles.
Commissioner Coles?
Good enough.
Spread the wealth. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10C, 3 Squared.
Caleb's gonna.
So could we do a consent agreement for the rest of the items here?
I think we're just going to read them all off real
Okay.
quick. I appreciate the desire to, and it would save my voice, but. Item 10C, 3 Squared LLC, petition to change the zoning district boundary from B to AHC, which is again an affordable housing zone. Property located at 1104 South Main Street, zoned in a business zone. This is zone change 582. Do we have a motion to table, Commissioner Chaplinsky?
Yes, I'll make a motion to table item ZC number 582.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Just gonna give it to her.
Commissioner Coles again with a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10D, 3 Squared LLC, site plan application for proposed development of 65-unit multifamily residential community with associated site improvements, property located at 1104 South Main Street. This is again zoned in a business zone, SPR 1897. A motion to table on this one, Commissioner Chaplinsky?
Make a motion to table number SPR number 1897.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Gaida? Just for the record, that was a question, not a statement. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10E, Buck LLC, site plan modification application for flex space building, outside storage area, property located at 50 Mastriani Place, owned in an I2 SPR 1823.3. Do we have a motion to table on this one? Todd?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to table SPR number 1823.3.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Britton with a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10F, Boulder Engineering Site Plan Application for Proposed Development, including 7,225 square feet building, associated parking, stormwater management features, landscaping, and lighting. Property located at 1744 Merida Waterbury Turnpike. This is zoned in a business zone. This is SPR 1903. I believe the applicant has requested a table on this one.
Yes,
Dave?
Mr. Chairman.
Can we get a motion to table, Commissioner Chaplinsky?
I make a motion to table item SPR number 1903.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Coles, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10G, CT Masons LLC, site plan modification, application revisions to show a reduction in the number of buildings from 5 to 2 industrial buildings, property located at 60 Mastriani Place. This also is owned in an I-2, SPR 930.1. I believe the applicants made a request to table on this one, Dave?
We will need to table it, Mr. Chairman, we haven't.
Okay, looking for a
finished
motion to table.
I'll make a motion to table item SPR number 930.1.
Commissioner Chaputsky with a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Guida with a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 11, administrative items. Dave, anything?
it. No, Mr. Chairman.
Any receipts under item 12?
We will, one just came in today, but we'll have it on for the next one.
Okay, and again, folks, the plan is hopefully to take up the A30G we have on our agenda at our next meeting, which will be on September 18th, I believe.
The 16th.
16th, the 18th is your meeting.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
2 days, right?
September 16th at 7 o'clock, same time, same place, right here. Without that, we'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Commissioner Britton, is there a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Guida, she beat you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thanks.
Wasn't my quickest.